Okay, we're back with another episode of Nats Newbs, where I try to learn a little bit more about all the things that go on here at the AMA Nats. And I'm standing here now with Doug Killebrew, and you are the contest director for all of the Pylon events going on here.
That's correct.
Okay, I don't know what the heck is going on now. There's some racing going on behind us. Tell us what's going on today.
So today is Super Sport Quickie. It's day 2 of 6 days of Pylon here at the Nats. We're already completed one event, which was Sport Quickie on Sunday, and then on Monday we had Electric Formula One, which is event number 421. Today is event number 426, 2 days of that, and then tomorrow we go up 50 more miles an hour. This here is around 140 to 150 miles an hour, and we go up tickling around 200 miles an hour on Thursday and Friday.
Okay,
that starts tomorrow.
You're going to have to dumb it down even more for me.
Okay.
They're flying around pylons. How many pylons are they flying around?
All right, there's 3 pylons, one at the far end and then 2 at the other end. It's 607 feet. That's basically 2 football fields.
Okay.
So they're from the takeoff, they're completing 10 laps, and they do that right around a minute. So they from takeoff to the completion of the 10th lap, which is 2.5 miles in flying distance, is right around a minute or just slightly over.
Wow. And where are the pilots standing during all of this?
Right underneath the planes, of course.
Well, next to the pylons or something?
They're actually standing in between the 2 pylons at the far end. So.
Okay.
And tomorrow they get upwards of around 200 miles an hour, which is roughly a football field a second.
Okay, wow. Right, so with these pylons, how do you make sure that each plane is actually getting around the pylon and not inside of it?
That's a good question. We actually have judges at all of the pylons. So there's a Pylon 3 judge, there's a Pylon 2 judge, and there's 4 people at Pylon 1. Each one of them are confirming with the button push that their plane actually made the turn around the pylon. And then there's lap counters, 4 lap counters that are each watching one single plane and giving a lap count for those planes. So it actually takes quite a few workers for us to pull this off.
Okay, and is there a penalty if the plane doesn't make it around the pylon?
There is. He has to fly an extra lap. If he actually gets 2 cuts in a race, then he's disqualified from that particular heat. It's a point thing, so he gets a 0 for that round. And at this competition for the 2 days, we're doing 10 rounds, so a 0 is very costly if you're trying to add the points up.
Yeah, I'll bet it is. Okay, Doug, I see the pilots out there where you told me. Who are those other people out on the flight line?
Okay, so it's a team operation. So we call them, they're called a caller, and they call the number 1 turn, and they also feed information back to the pilot as to what's happening in real time through an electronic panel we have. But the caller is also the person that holds and launches the plane, and then he runs back and he calls all of the turns and feeds information as to how the race is going to the pilot.
So they're the eyes and ears of the pilot when they're flying.
That's correct, because as I mentioned, when you're flying a football field a second, it takes 100% concentration on the plane, and you can't sneeze, you can't blink, and you can't have a bug fly in your eye, or the plane's done.
Right.
35 to 40 of those pilots could win this event.
Oh, wow.
The competition is quite a bit, and people come from a long ways away. We've got entries from Canada, we've Wisconsin, California, Florida, all over the United States, and we have a couple here from Central and South America.
Oh my gosh, that's a long haul. Yeah. So it sounds like, from what I heard yesterday, on the classes that use glow engines, you have handout fuel.
That's correct. So today there's fuel donated by Richard's Brew Fuel. He is very generous and donates the fuel for us to use for our competition.
Okay.
And yes, and it's 15% nitro.
Yeah, in my brain I was thinking it was going to be really high, but it's not.
Well, the higher the nitro, the more we burn up engines.
Oh.
So it's regulated in the class at 15%. We all have to share the same fuel And so that's been going on for quite some time.
Okay. Now, I've learned a little bit more about it. Lee, our cameraman, he's over there too. Let's get some helmets on and go out there and get a closer look.
All right, let's do it.
Thanks.